I'm up. Let's turn on the news.
Breaking news. This is James Sullivan reporting from the Charlottetown Conference. The Charlottetown Conference just finished today, September 8th, 1864. It's the ending of the 8-day conference. On September 1st, the conference began with politicians from Canada, such as John A. Macdonald, George Brown, Darcy McGee, Alexander Galt, and George Cartier, meeting with politicians from the Maritimes to discuss the idea of a large maritime colony consisting of Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and PEI. The colonies that were not invited were Newfoundland and BC. The Canadians soon persuaded the Maritimes to abandon their original plan and consider a union with the Canadians. The Canadians promised free trade and a railway connecting the colonies. The Maritimer politicians supported the ideas and planned to meet in Quebec this October to discuss further confederation. That's all for now. Stay tuned.
Breaking news. Today is October 1st, 1869. I just received news from the Quebec Conference. Delegates have gathered from all over BNA except for BC. The delegates have just sat down to make a plan for a union. This plan is known as the 72 Resolutions. Arguably, the two most important resolutions are to set a federal government. They would look after defense, trade, and foreign affairs, and a provincial government to look after local matters in each province. The system of government would follow the British Constitution. The king or queen would be the head of the government. The federal government would be made up of an elected House of Commons and an appointed Legislative Council. Members in the House of Commons now have to be elected by representation by populations. Members in the Legislative Council will be appointed for each region. They will have 24 members. Although Newfoundland, BC, Vancouver, and the Northwest Territories will be allowed in the Union as terms could be worked out.
You're listening to Globe News on June 1st, 1864. Breaking news. Quebec refuses to come together as one country during the Quebec Conference. The delegates voted mostly in favor of the Quebec resolutions. Antoine-Aimé Dorion, who is the leader of Canada East's Rouge Party, voiced his opinion on the subject. He stated, "If Confederation should be adopted without the people of this province's sanction, the entire country will sorely learn to regret it." In other words, Antoine believes that the proposals would lead to the destruction of French culture in what would become Quebec.
Here are the current statuses of some of the government leaders. John A. Macdonald and George Etier Cartier, Colony the Canadas, strongly in favor because they believe it will provide better defense against the U.S. James Pope, Colony PEI, in favor as long as the new government would pay $800,000 to buy out the absentee landlords. Charles Tupper, Colony Nova Scotia, in favor, but the Nova Scotia Assembly, his opponents, defeated his request for support of the resolutions. That's all for today, folks. We'll just keep you updated on all the latest news.
Breaking news. Today on December 1866, there's a London conference being held here in London, England. 16 representatives from Canada East and West, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia are here. It is said to be about the future of the colonies. Oh, and here is the Colonial Secretary, Lord Carnarvon. A word about the conference, please.
We are laying the foundation of a great state, perhaps one which at a future day may even overshadow Britain. But, come what may, we shall rejoice that we have shown neither indifference to their wishes nor jealousy of their aspirations.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it seems we have come to a conclusion. It has been agreed on making Canada the first self-governing dominion. Although Canada will still be a member of the British Empire, and the King and Queen will be the head of state, however, they don't hold any political power. They are only a symbol. Britain will negotiate or talk to the other countries for Canada, but Canada will negotiate within itself. Perhaps one day Britain will only make few decisions or none at all. Maybe Canada one day will be completely independent. Thanks for listening.
Hello, my name is Matt Lyon, and this is CBC News. Today on July 1st, 1867, Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia became a country of their own. On this day, Queen Victoria put her royal signature on the act which has made this decision official. In the streets of the Dominion, there are parties and large celebrations. Politician John A. Macdonald says elections are starting for the first prime minister for this country. This will be a federal election system with a central government which is more powerful than the provincial governments. Each province will be given a sum of money each year according to their population. However, women and Aboriginals still have no part in the government. They still do not have any rights, and they cannot vote or have any say on government activities. Oh, yes, I see. Breaking news! This new group of provinces has decided on the name. It will be called the Dominion of Canada. Leonard Tilley has suggested this, and it has now become our national name. This has been a special government message from the new Dominion of Canada. Matt Lyon, CBC News.
Fido, I said no. No, bad dog. No. Oh, no, now Bessie got out. Bessie, get back here. Oh, you Don, cow. Oh, it's the loons again. Oh, those loons. Whoa, be quiet. Be quiet, loon. Be quiet. Loon, no, stop. And this was a special broadcast of James W. Hill and CBC Broadcast News. Good night.